What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Jeremiah Neal, host of Electric Pop, your new favorite interview series where we take a deep dive into various niche communities and chat with the experts within them. Now, if you love you some community, come on over to Popshop Live. We're a live streaming e-commerce platform where you can watch shows and shop from all kinds of cool and unique products live. I put that download link in the description box, so give us a try and let me know what you think of it. Now, our next guest is teaching me everything that I need to know about plants. She is a perfect plant connoisseur, Jennifer Wallace of Jungle in a Room. She's been teaching me how to take the best photos. What's the best lighting for my plants? What's the best water ratio? And not just to me, her other 50,000 Instagram followers. Plus, she has that real life experience because she's worked in numerous plant stores. So without further ado, here's our awesome interview with Jungle in a Room. What it do, Jennifer? How are you today?
Good, I'm good. How's it going?
You know, we vibing, we wavy over here on the West Coast, just trying to keep things cool and chill. For our viewers, where are you located?
I'm in Alexandria, Virginia. So like that's the metro area, actually.
Well, for those of y'all who are watching, Jennifer on Instagram is known as Jungle in a Room. And I just love it. You make me feel like I'm in a jungle when I'm looking at your pictures, and just your overall aesthetic and vibe is just so dope. But can you tell the viewers how you got started into the plant life, and what about the community caught your eye for you to want to get involved and showcase it on your social media?
So basically, I got my first apartment, and then I was just decorating my room. So I went to Pinterest, and I was like, oh my God, I'm about to decorate a room. Ooh, what can we do? So plants kept popping up. And I think there was one particular picture that came up from Hilton Carter, and he was smaller at the time, and it was linked to Urban Jungle bloggers, and boom. I was like, oh my God, child, I clicked, and I was like, oh my God. Okay, so that's literally how I got started. So I went to IKEA because we were getting everything from IKEA. They had a plant section. I didn't know that. Oh my God. Because you go, it's like usually when you're leaving out, I had no clue. Honey,
they put that at the very, very last tail of the whole.
Very last tail of it.
Tail.
I left with two big, huge, perfect looking bird of paradise. And then I think I got a cluster of bamboo. So that was my first group of plants, two big old, they was in a 12-inch pot. So two big bird of paradise, and then some bamboo. And honey, child, you couldn't tell me nothing. You transformed. For the living room. Yeah, so.
I love that. So again, on your social media, you have so many different story highlights. But one of the coolest story highlights that I came across was the soil blends. So yeah. I see that you be experimenting with various different types of soil blends. How did you begin creating these various concoctions? And then how important is it for you to focus on the soil in comparison to sunlight, water, and all the other things that they tell us when it comes to plant care?
So let me see, that first year when I got those plants, I was going crazy with the research, and I started looking into how to mix your own soils, because it would just come up in forums, and I feel like that's where you can really get some really good information. So I was just trying to do what they was doing, creating their own soil. Okay, it did not work out for me. I just did not know what I was doing. I was just this is too much. This is too much. So I stepped back. I was I'm just gonna stick to adding, get some regular potting soil and some perlite. We was gonna mix that in there, throw that in there, and we was gonna do that. When I really started, when I got back into mixing my own soil, I had started adding in bark a minute ago as well. And I was noticing how well the water drained through it, no matter what, no matter if I got it super dry, whatever, it just went through beautifully. That's literally have been my staple go-to. And now it wasn't until 2019 when I really went in oh, I'm about to create the jungle floor with my soil. But I had a whole bunch of just extra stuff that you probably don't really need, but we just gonna do because we're gonna say oh, it's making it grow better. But yeah, so I just go all in. I just love learning soil, honestly. It's so much fun. So yeah, that's how I got into that.
That's so awesome. So are there any recommendations that you have for beginners as far as plant maintenance or best choices for beginners or anything of that sort to kind of help a sister out? Because I'm tired of my plants dying, to be honest.
So certain things that don't do, I feel a lot of people, they don't research before they plant shop. You actually don't want to do that. You need to, is there a name on the plant? You need to look it up. Okay. And then you need to make sure that you actually have the sunlight to come in there, because you need to know the direction of your windows. That was like super hard for me to figure out when I was a beginner. Like I did.
Yeah, I already seemed very confused when you said, I'm sitting here thinking,
I had like a lot of diagrams, because I was like, why is this so difficult? And it's literally not even difficult when you get it. And you're just like, oh my God, so stupid. But it's just about how much sun comes in. You know what I mean? So you just need to know the direction. Okay. So it's just going to tell you what the sun rises in the like in the east. So he's like, okay, I have morning light. They're gonna tell you that that's like weak sun. You know what I mean? Like it's direct sun. You get a little bit of it, but it's not a lot. But tropicals do like that. So when you do understand that, you'll be able to choose plants based off like, okay, I have east facing light. Let me get like some tropical plants that can live closely to the windows. You can't get no like cacti, no succulents, because those are gonna die. Because you know everybody loves to get some cute little succulents when they first start out, and you like to bring them to the window. Exactly. And you like, why they die? I'm like, because you don't got enough light. That's it. I mean, think about it, because like a cacti, succulents, they come from the desert. Do you got a desert in your house? No, you don't. You ain't got that much sun that a desert got. So why you bring it out in there? It's just be simple stuff that you don't even really think about. Let me see. My other big thing is people using pots without drainage holes when you're a beginner. Not saying it cannot be done. It's just not smart. You already don't know what you're doing. And then you're going to get a pot with no drainage hole to make it even harder for you, because now you have to like measure out your water. You don't know how much water to put in. It's just too much. See all them questions? It's just too much already. Pots with drainage holes. And then people, of course, like, well, what if I want a pot that doesn't have a drainage hole? Keep it in that plastic pot. Just keep it in that plastic nursery pot. That got drainage holes, and you just take it and water it. That's it. So like, even if you don't have the soil down right, like if you got some like, cheap soil, as long as you have the drainage and good light, it can survive. Okay, you can do pretty good with the plant. All right, you don't have to be all fancy like me.
Listen, no, we strive for the fanciness though. So I need, but I'm gonna take your beginner steps, and then we're gonna watch me in a year. And you're gonna have some competition on Instagram. I'm gonna be coming through with my non-dead succulents.
Oh yeah, let me add one more thing too. It's the distance from the window. That has to do with light, but people get a plant and they have like a coffee table they want to put it on because it's cute. Same thing I did. And it's too far away from the window. You don't understand that. Like it's 12 feet. And he's like, oh, and then you learn, like, it's like, that was 12 feet away from the window. You're like, oh my God, why is it dying? I'm doing everything right. I'm like, no, you're not, because it's 12 feet away from the window. Like your plants need to be like within 2 to 3 feet. And if it's not a low light plant, 2 to 3 feet, that's very close. You understand? And when your coffee table is 12 feet away from your window, you're like, well, dang.
Shit. I feel awkward. You see me giggling like uncontrollably, but I feel like you are literally saying step by step of all things that I did wrong. So I guess this was an excellent question because it's very personal, but you're going to help me. I'm telling you, I'm a pledge to make sure to take these steps into account. But for everyone that's watching, if you could please share your socials, or where can people find you? We're going to put everything in the description box below, but for everybody that's watching, if there's a main page that you want people to check out, feel free to share.
Yeah, it's literally just my Jungle in a Room page. That's the only one that I be like doing stuff on, and then I only have my only one personal page. So that's it.
Okay, cool. I love it. Keeping it simple. Well, y'all make sure to please go follow Jennifer today. Jennifer, you are amazing. I cannot wait to see what the future has for you. Everybody make sure to subscribe, share this video, comment, all things of that nature. And until next time, we'll see you with another episode of Electric Pop. Peace. I love you, Jennifer. Such a vibe. I had such a great time chatting it up with Jennifer for that episode of Electric Pop, y'all. Y'all already also know that the full version is going to be available on streaming platforms this weekend. So if you want to hear that extended cut and hear us kiki even more, make sure to go check that out. And then next week, I get to hang out with Popshop Live veteran, Miss Vivian Nguyen, aka Cinder Cake Official. She's also a YouTube legend as well, because y'all know y'all been seeing her kill these squishy reviews. Okay, she got thousands, millions of views. So I can't wait to chat it up with her and just talk about her entrepreneurship over the last couple of years, because it's just been so awesome to see. So make sure to subscribe and tune in next week, y'all.